My name is Azhar Chowdhury. I'm from Buffalo, New York, and I'm a Bangladeshi American living in Buffalo, New York. So recently we have seen a blizzard, which is a very extreme condition blizzard that we have seen in a decade. I mean, not in a decade, like in a century, because people are saying in 1977 they saw something like this. They never saw anything like this before. And the reason behind this thing was Arctic blast, which came through here and it took a lot of wind with it. So it, it was really a big, very, big disasters. And we are the kind of like, I would say, are the victim of that thing. So first, when the blizzard came in, we observed a high wind with lots of snows because it was just blowing the wind. It was really high wind and it was very strong wind. And I thought maybe my house gonna kind of like break down because of the wind was so strong. And then we had from the record of the county of Buffalo or Erie County, I would say, that we received 100 inches of snow because of that. It started on Friday morning, so I was at work, and fortunately, I was able to came back home that day when it got started. So it started around like 9:30ish Friday, and I came back home, and I did share a video in my YouTube channel, which is Charming Buffalo, that how I drove in that extreme weather. There was snow on highway, and I made a left turn to get into the highway and my tires slipped, but somehow I managed it. But it was so windy, the wind was so strong. And once I got into my house, then it's got kind of like, it was really extreme condition. But I didn't know my colleagues were in the station, including my manager and my supervisor. They were stuck. So they did stuck over there for like 1.5 days. Then they were able to get out of the station and they walked back to their houses in that snow. I would say 2-3 feet of snow, everything covered, every road is covered. And once it stopped, I got out and tried to clear some of my driveway. It was my west high, and I couldn't do it because the wind was so strong. I had to come back home. And then when it stopped, then we found out people were stuck in their cars. There was a lady, she was talking with her sisters. She died in that car, in her car. There were other people, they were trying to clear their driveway. Some people, they died because of the extreme coldness or wind. Some people died because of no heat. Lots of people were suffering. Lots of kids were suffering. Lots of I suppose two moms. They made it to the hospital and they were successful to give birth. And I know their name. They're both I would say boy. So I know their name. One is Afif. He's from my community, Bangladeshi American community. And one boy's name was Jacob. So they were, Afif's mom was trying to go to the hospital, but she got stuck in the snow. She got stuck for like an hour or two, I would say. And then another guy helped her, and they took her to the hospital, and she did the delivery, and Afif came into this world. And also for Jacob, the same thing. I don't know what happened with him, like how he went to how his mom or parents went to the hospital, but they born in this blizzard. That's the only positive thing that we have in Buffalo, New York. Otherwise, everything is everything is full of condolences because we lost 35 people because of this snow. It's really bad because that was the holiday season and these people were supposed to be with their families, not in the cemeteries. And lots of people were stuck. Lots of community members were helping people to get out from their house because their house doors, they're covered with snow. They had to dig them out. So this is something I never saw in my life. I've been here in the United States since 2015 November, and I never saw anything in my life. This time I got really, really shaken because I saw what is happening and I saw what happened, and everything happened right in front of my face. No, they're not ready for this now, because they might say they did warn people. Warning people is not enough. So you guys have to be ready. And also it was extreme condition. I know lots of people, lots of first responder got stuck in the snow too. So that's kind of like, I would say, a part of it. But if you were asking if they're prepared, no, they were not prepared. If they receive this kind of forecast from the weather, I would say weather forecast from different sources, they have to take it kind of like seriously, and they have to have enough shelters open, because when snow already, more than 2, 3, 4 feet, how would you expect people go to the shelter? How they're gonna get out? And most of them, they don't have enough power. They don't have enough heat. So it has to be done, I would say, more organizedly, not like after snow falling, because in that situation, you guys have to have someone, or you guys have to send someone to get those people out of their house. Nowadays, the climate, it's not like the climate that we had or faced like 10, 12 years ago. It's all completely different. This year, we already got 2 blizzards in between 1 month. So it's a long way to go, because we have December ending, we have January, February, March, April, and I don't know what's gonna come in next. So if we don't investigate it properly, if we don't find the reason behind it, and also if we can fix things properly, we're gonna see more casualties in future.
We invite eyewitnesses of climate disasters, as well as anyone who has specific knowledge of such events, to be interviewed. Please contact us, share your story. For the whole world to know the truth, participation of every person is important.